Let's see if I can just figure this out. Yes. Hello, hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday, y'all.
There she is, friends.
Hey,
Charlie.
Hi,
Hi.
how are you? You look so gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
I love your
I'll be honest with
outfit.
you. I got home from work and I said, oh, I gotta put some lip gloss on.
See, that's why I was like, let me put some lip gloss on before I just jump on this call really quick. I love that so much. How was your day?
Everything is well. Let me put this away because I want to give you my undivided attention. I was quilling before I started. I was waiting here. Another new piece.
Y'all, look at that. You definitely make sure that you guys follow her immediately, okay?
I do a lot of things. Crafts, anything related to art that you can think of. Well, not everything because that's my husband's job. He's really good at that stuff. Either way, everything has been well. My day has been good. You guys know I'm a social worker, so for most of my day it's been therapizing. That's my word. So that has been my thing that I've been doing. So I've been well. So driving home from work wasn't so bad either because I'm never really in traffic.
Yes. Okay, well, that's awesome. Good. I'm so glad that you had a good day. I am seriously, first of all, I just want to thank you for being willing to do this and like being willing to share your story because I just think it's so important. So thank you for just being willing to jump on here and do this. I think it's going to be super important and I can't wait to get some new people to scoop you up and just connect with you and make genuine great connections. So yay.
I'm thankful for you too. I want to say that I literally went through almost all of your like videos and I didn't like all of them because I don't want to look like one of those people that just like. I actually want to go through them all and go with emotions. But I also wrote down some things about you that I really like try to tell people. I was like, wait a minute, this is Natalie. And I found you when you were on one of my first couple of lives. So I am grateful and I'm thankful for you because I think it was a Monday or a Wednesday morning where you came on my live. And right after that, I was driving home. I was driving to work, and I said, "Let me check this girl out." And then you were on there talking about affirmations. You were just saying a bunch of stuff, and I thought that was nice.
Well, I'm so glad you checked it out, and I'm just glad that it like hits for you. Because yeah, I just seriously think the way that we speak to ourselves is so important. So I'm all about that, and I love sharing other women's stories, especially women. Like I love to share stories, but I just feel like there's so many of us that just need to understand that we are all, you know, we're all kind of going through the same things and that we got each other. So I'm so excited. Yay.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm here to answer whatever questions you have. Like I said, my hope is to inspire. My hope is to share because there's so many people in this world that have so many stories and so many uplifting things to say that I think we forget the small people like us, right? And as small as we are, we could be big to somebody else. So thank you to my friends who are on here. Also going to give a shout out to Natalie. Please connect with her as well. She's fun. And let me tell you, girl, you could dance. I was like, I don't know if I could do that, if I could post this, because that don't look appropriate. It was really good.
Thank you. Yes. My best friend and I actually have our own dance fitness format, and we're going to go live tonight too. So, whoops, not supposed to say that word, but we are going to be on here tonight showing our dance fitness class. It's so much fun. So, yeah, thank you for that.
I'll try. I'll probably be in my other clothes. I'll do it. What time are you going to be on?
It'll be 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so 8 p.m. your time.
Okay. All right. So if my family starts to wonder why I'm on TikTok at 8 o'clock working out, it's because I'm joining you guys.
Yep. I love that
we
so
don't.
much.
He means
Yes,
that.
I love that. It's so great. Okay, so are you ready to dive in?
Yes, I'm ready to dive in. Let's see what we got. I'm very transparent, so good luck to you guys out there.
Yes, I love that. I'm so excited for this, y'all. Okay, so first of all, why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
Well, that's hard because there's a lot of things that I think are fun to know about me. My name is Jessica. I actually go by Jess Sukar on social media. Why do I go by Jess Sukar? I will tell you my reasoning is it's my maiden name and my married name combined together. And as a social worker, I have a lot of patients who try to find me on social media because I'll be honest with you, I'm one of those people that look for I'm not gonna say that, but I look for people and I did not want that to be something that my patients can find and look up. Now, if they happen to come across me, I know there's nothing that will incriminate me, so that's a good thing. A mom of two girls, two teenage girls. I have a 13-year-old. You hear her in heels probably walking around. She's in my shoes. Her name is Aaliyah, and then I have a 12-year-old Shyla. She's outside with her friends. I am also a wife of awesome husband Wes, He and I have been married now 18 years. We were dating for 6 months exactly from the day we started dating. We knew each other back in the day from church when we were 16, and we got married literally right away. Been married now 18 years, and we also have a dog named Milo. He's a Yorkie. I live in Illinois. I am an entrepreneur of many things. Like I have my own photo booth business, hence all these lights. Thank God for my husband who has a film background that was like, thank you for doing this. This is why I think I look so fabulous right now, because all these lights on me, I feel like I'm in a studio. So I'm not just like not prepared. Literally, he put lights up just for me. What else? I am an organizer. I don't know if I can say the word FREAK, but organizing clean, FREAK. Another thing is like with mental health, I don't struggle so much with my mental health as I did when I was younger, but I would tell you I've gotten better. I have been, full disclosure, ADHD as an adult, a learning disability diagnosed as an adult, and I would say I'm 41 now. I've been diagnosed since 37 years old. So I always knew I had those issues, so to speak, growing up. And I'm a person that knew that I had to be validated by anything I did. So when I got my bachelor's in social work and then I got my master's in social work, I knew this was the field I needed to be in. So as an organizer, as a person who's diagnosed with anxiety and that contributes to the OCD, I am a clean FREAK. So I have to organize and clean all the time, and it's okay. I take medication for it. Guys, it's okay. So born in Florida, raised in Chicago my whole life. I hate Illinois. I don't like I shouldn't have said hate, but I don't like Illinois. I don't like living here. However, respecting my family and knowing that where I'm at, I know I'm not going to go anywhere soon. So if I was given the opportunity to move, it would definitely be Arizona, Florida, or California.
I absolutely love all of that. Thank you for sharing all of that. From one ADHD girly to the next. Hey, I totally understand that, and I see you. And wow, like so cool. And girl, that's why I left. That's why I live in Colorado now. I was like, bye, Illinois. Goodbye. So,
you've been here before?
I thought I lived there my whole life. I lived there my whole life. Yeah, I moved around quite a bit, but then, I met my person, and he lives here in Colorado, and he's like.
Oh, Colorado. Yes, I live in Colorado too. We're in Illinois, if you don't mind me asking.
No, you're fine. I'm from Canton, so it's like close to Peoria, like south. Like, it's right in the middle of. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. We're north. We're in Naperville, so we're not far. Well, we're far.
Okay, so I want to ask you, like, why are you passionate about like what you've been doing lately? I know you've been doing a lot of different things, but like, why are you passionate about those?
If I can go a little bit into what I do as my career as a therapist, as a social worker, why is that my passion? Well, I think my whole life I've always been a person that help people. I have a passion to work with people. This is kind of like an oxymoron, but like I hate to have hate in the world. I hate that there's injustice in this world, and I hate that a lot of people don't have a voice. So I think when you are represented in a voice, you can say hello. I'm in an interview. This is my daughter Shyla. If you're represented in the community, you got to be represented in a way that people are also saying you're my voice too. So being a Puerto Rican, raised in Chicago my whole life, I just knew that I didn't want to be that stereotype. I'm a woman of color, right? So at the end of the day, I wanted to make a difference. And I know it sounds so cheesy, but at the end of the day, I want to make a difference. And at the end of the day, I realized that I grew up with 4 brothers. I'm the middle child, the only girl, so 2 older, 2 younger. And my younger brother died 18 years ago. He was in the army. He died before he was slated to go to Iraq when the Iraqi war started. And when he died, I knew that that was my calling to say, I need to help people. And I think as a bereavement therapist, that's what got me. I'm not a bereavement therapist now, but that's what I wanted to do. Why is my passion in therapy and social work and mental health? For those reasons exactly. When you deal with it yourself and not realizing until you're older, you have to be a big person of influence to others who don't have that voice, and you help them be resilient to have that voice. So
I love that so much. I absolutely adore that. Okay, so I would love to know, we're going to get a little bit deep here, y'all. So what's a struggle that you had that maybe you didn't know would be a challenge, like with your social work?
Filtering my own life. That's something, I'll be honest with you, been a social worker for a little over 12 years now. I still learn. There's a lot of things that I'm still learning. I'm still growing, right? I'm in family therapy right now in an agency. Prior to that, I was managing a partial hospitalization program, which I absolutely loved. It just couldn't do it with my daily life. Like, yeah, you could give me all the money in the world, but at the end of the day, yes, I need all that money in the world. But I realized that I needed to have my sanity. And one of the struggles I had was when I am with patients, sometimes it's hard to filter and separate those two things, because when you're trying to filter and separate your personal life from the patient's life, you have to remember that they also need to know that you're human. And that's a struggle I deal with. Another struggle that I deal with, which my family is okay with me sharing, is not necessarily my struggle, it's their struggle, but I think that we all go through it together, is that, well, let me go backwards. When I mentioned being a Puerto Rican from Chicago, right, being a minority, fitting in, feeling validated, right? Because I wanted to be important. When I got my license, I wanted that validation for me, right? And at the end of the day, I knew that I could make a voice too. So going forward to what I was going to say was that another struggle I have is like, when your own family is dealing with that struggle, like mental health, panic disorder, anxiety, depression, all those other things, those are things that are real to you. And when you have it experienced in your own family, in your immediate family, that's when it becomes harder, because you cannot be their therapist. I am not their therapist. By the end of the day, somebody needs you.
Yeah. Wow. I hope y'all are just like diving deep and listening to every single word that she's saying, because I'm literally like hanging on it. This is so beautiful. And I just want to thank you for being so vulnerable and just sharing that with us. Because I think a lot of people just don't realize that like, yeah, we all need support and we all need love. And it is a lot harder when it is our family members, but it's also like important for them to get the help they need as well. And I'm proud of you for not trying to, like, you can't do that, but also proud of you for not trying to take on that role and just letting them know, like, hey, here you go. Like, we're going to go do the things we need to do. So that's beautiful. And that's so cool. I love that. And yes, literally, being a voice for others.
Absolutely. And I will say, though, that, like, oh, that's my dog. He wants my attention. Come here, Milo. He wants attention. So I will say that when it comes to your own family, though, guys, especially when you're Latino, right? I speak for myself and my community, is that we are each other's therapists. That's the taboo, right? This is who we are. We only confide in each other. We don't go to therapists. We don't talk to doctors. We don't take medication. But again, I want people to learn that they can get away from that stigma. It is okay to be on medicine. It is okay to talk to somebody. It is okay to know that your cousin and your sister or your brother or whatever, they are people you can talk to. But this is why people are professionals and why they do the jobs that they do. Would you go to a doctor for medicine, or would you go to, well, I don't know. You may go to someone on the street for medicine, but is that going to help cure your life, right? If you have, I don't know, cancer, I don't know. I'm just thinking out of my top of my head, you know what I mean? So we have to stop and remember that that's also important to think about.
Love that. Thank you for adding that little extra tidbit. I love that so much.
You're welcome.
That was kind of going to be what I was going to ask you, is like, do you have any advice for anyone that's going through that? But you already kind of answered that. Do you have anything to add?
And if anyone is dealing with mental health, I will say this. I deal with a lot of teenagers, and when I say deal, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I work with a lot of teenagers, and I work with a lot of their families. When you're working with someone, or you know someone that has a mental health issue or an issue with something, right? You cannot be their hero, 1. 2, you cannot solve their problems. And 3, if you offer the help, it's their choice to want to give that or not. The other thing I'm recommending is, again, there's that taboo about medication, right? It's okay to take medicine. I wholeheartedly believe in drugs, medicine that is. I really believe that medication that is prescribed to you to help change the way your brain is working, that serotonin that's needed, the things that are lacking in your system, your body needs that. So it's okay to try those things. It's okay to say, you know what, I need help today and I'm going to go get that help. Let me tell you something. Does that always come across easy, and does that work? Not always. Full disclosure, my husband struggles with mental health, right? And he's been trying to do this all his life. I don't want to say anything that's going to embarrass him or anything, but he struggled with his career. Oh, he said too late. He struggled with his career, right? And he's a stay-at-home dad for the past 13 years. What kind of life is that? Better than anything, right? Who wouldn't want to be home with their kids? So when someone is dealing with something that they can't control, don't sit on it. Go ahead and get that support. You got people. You can't do this alone. And if you ever think you can do it alone, I promise you it's not going to be successful, because you're going to be alone, and it's not going to be something you're going to like, because you're not going to like who you are at the end. Seriously, true story. Yep.
Seriously though, for real though, we need others, y'all. Like literally, we need others. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. Tell your husband we said thank you for. Perfect.
He said you're welcome.
I love that so much. Okay, so I was going to ask you too. What is one thing that you love to do since you're such a big advocate for mental health and stuff? What's one thing that you love to do for self care?
Oh my God, me personally, clean. If it's not cleaning, I'm serious. That goes with my OCD. So self-care is cleaning. I've really been, ever since I've been in, like, how do I say this? Obviously, I've been in my career for a long time, but makeup, I started wearing clothes that made me feel good. Like, for example, I would never have worn a skirt like this up to my belly and felt good about it. Like literally putting clothes on that I thought I would never wear because I have a fupa. I had 2 kids, right? Yeah, no shame in that. But at the end of the day, like I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin because I didn't feel, how do I say, I felt pretty, right? Physically, but inside I didn't feel pretty. So I just started doing that for self-care. And I have a shoe collection problem, maybe, obsession, my husband said. I literally buy shoes like every couple weeks. I probably have 5 or 6 shoes a month. I've stopped. I slowed down because I was wearing all my summer stuff. But that's what I do for self-care. If it's not cleaning, it's makeup, it's clothes. I mean, I'm not out there on the weekends putting this on. I am not doing that.
Yeah.
But for self-care, I do that. Another thing for self-care is doing my projects, my crafts. If it's not quilling, it's doing crafts. Christmas is my time of year. So guys, you're going to see more about my 13 Christmas trees that I have. Yes, I have themes for everything. My house is not that big. I own a townhome, so it's not big. But at the end of the day, those are the things that I do that I enjoy for self-care. And then window shopping. I think that's one of my favorite things because I'm always broke, right? So that's
not for long.
Not for long. You never know, right? I say that because, I'm a responsible adult. I'm adulting.
I'm proud of you. I love that. And also, I love Christmas. It is my favorite holiday.
Yes.
My Natalie literally needs a Christmas child. So
yes.
I literally lose it throughout the whole season. I love that. I love that cleaning is like something that just like is your self-care. Like that's cool that you can allow that to be your self-care too. Because some people would be like, that's not, but it is. It's what works for you and for your brain. So that's amazing. And I love that. Okay. So I would love to know, how can we support you?
Oh, that's a good question. I think it's different how you would ask someone else that question, right? I was prepared to answer a question like this. How can you support me? Well, I'm on TikTok. This is a platform I started doing. I wasn't big on any type of platforms. I had Facebook and I still do, and I wasn't as out there. I was more private. And one day I just said, you know what? I'm going to try this thing of the world called TikTok, right? I'm going to be on the TikTok streets. I'm going to do what I need to do. How you can support me is supporting others too. Yes, I do want the views. I do want the numbers. I do want the friends. I do want to make some money, but I also want you to know that the content that I am also doing would be something that would be uplifting for you. For me, therapy, that's therapeutic. I hope that's therapeutic for you. Hey, Rosa. I hope that that's therapeutic for somebody else, right? I hope that that's therapeutic when I'm doing a craft or when my husband's doing a 3D print. Like, I want to show that work. To me, that's what I want when I'm asking is for help. Is like, spread kindness is one of the things I ask of people. Because at the end of the day, kindness is not expensive. It's free. It's cheap. Do it. Why are we not loving on each other? Yes, we're not going to like people. We're not going to like everything someone says. We're not going to like the way that politics is kind of going right now, if you know what I mean, right? But at the end of the day, and maybe you don't, I don't know, you can on the other side of that. I just want you to know that this is something that we all can do together. And by supporting me, you're supporting everybody else. Yes, do I want those things? I'm not going to be greedy and say or lie and say no. I do. I want those things. But at the end of the day, how you can support me is by loving each other, kindness, doing things like this, Natalie, like supporting you on a journey that no one knows what that journey could be. I hope that was elaborate enough because I think we all could have a little bit of something that we didn't have yesterday and a little bit of something we didn't have today. So
yes. Literally, can you just like, I just need you to have like your own podcast. Like, I hope you know, like I just got so much value out of everything that you just said. And yeah, that's why I want to do this, because I want to showcase and platform people like you who are like you know, everyone has something valuable to say. I just feel like we need to get it out into the world. So yes, I hope that all of you guys like support the crap out of her, like show up. And like and maybe another thing I just want to remind you guys is it might not be for you, but it might be for someone on your feed.
Absolutely.
And like you're actually denying them the opportunity by not supporting your friends. So just remember that. You could actually be helping someone without even knowing it by sharing someone else's post. And like what she does on like just even her craft, sometimes that's like a moment of peace for my brain to be like, whoa, let me just like calm down and focus. And like she has a very calming voice and it's just like great vibes. And I love that her husband mods for her. I just think that's so cool, you know? So like, and like she might not even know that that's like the piece of calm for my day, but it is sometimes. I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to like watch her do that. So just remind, like you could be making an impact on someone without even knowing. Also, just remind yourself of that. And if you're scared to like do the thing like she is today, getting on here and telling her story, like just remember you could be helping someone.
Absolutely. And again, to add to that too is like everyone has a story. This is what I say in the social work world or the therapy world. Everyone has a story. You don't know what their story is. So the moment you decide to judge, I'm not gonna lie, I could be judgmental. Hey, you know what? We're human, right? I have had been in those places, but everyone has a story. You don't know what their story is. So again, going back to be patient and be kind, right? Again, why I do what I do. I mean, I just don't do it for fun. You have to, I feel like it's greedy. Share it with the world, right? Not everyone's going to be your cup of tea. At the same time, not everyone's going to like those dance moves that you do, you know, and not everyone's going to like the booty shaking, right? But I find it. I wish I could do it the way I used to. I can't. Like, I'm being serious. Like, again, don't hate, just love, right? Yeah. But it's okay to have a little bit of like, oh, I wish I had that. Yeah. At the same time, share kindness, guys. That's all I ask. The motto I grew up was hearing, and it was from a movie when I was a kid, and I was 5 years old when I saw it, and when Bambi came out, is if you have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
For real. That was like my whole childhood. Like, if you don't have any thing nice to say, don't say it. Love, love, love that. I love that so much. Okay, so I have just a couple of more questions for you. How can we celebrate you? Like, how can I celebrate you right now? What would you want to be celebrated for?
My daughter said me. I want to say celebrate me. That's a tricky question. I feel like, of course, this is an interview, but I feel like I'm being interviewed for a job. So then I feel like, oh crap, what do you say? Celebrate me. You know what? Sticking to something that I thought would make me uncomfortable. And one of those things was showing my life on TikTok, literally being vulnerable and showing people myself. I would never have done this. I have been on like TV and stuff as a kid and gone through stuff, but that was different, right? Celebrate me by, that's a hard question. Sharing what I do, right? I think me even being here with you is something that I celebrate with you because I'm doing not just a favor, because I don't see this as a favor. I think this is as a blessing. And I feel like when you are celebrating other people, you're letting them know about you because more people could make a difference, right? We're not going to be all the Kamalas in the world.
Yes. Yeah.
At the same time, we're not going to be all those other people in the world either. So celebrating me is by sharing, loving, you know, of course, supporting me on this platform just as much as I'll support you on your platform too. And again, if I see that you're doing something good, I'll straight up just show that love, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, I don't know how else to talk about. Like,
I love that. I love that. So I am just going to take a second to like celebrate and acknowledge you for one, showing up and doing the thing, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Like instantly, I'm always telling people that get comfy with being uncomfy, y'all. That's how we grow. We're not staying in the stagnant energy. So I'm just so proud of you for doing that and just allowing yourself to show up and be the bright light that you are, like, because you truly are. And I really feel like you are making a difference and you're going to continue to make a huge difference on this platform. Even just like by showing your cooking, by showing the thing, even if you didn't say a single word on here, I already know that you're making such a huge impact. But what you have to say is so amazing and so fire. So I really hope that you like continue to just put little good tidbits out in the world. I know you are because of the line of work you do.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then that speaks volumes because, again, I maybe could be talking this into fruition, but you're not Oprah, right? But I feel like you're Oprah. I feel like you're one of those people that you're just a small person on here just as much as I am, and you've made me feel comfortable, and you wanted to hear my story. My hope is that other people can hear my story too, and not just in a way that's going to be, oh, just another person for views. No, it's someone who's going to inspire you and share and talk about things that you may not even know. And again, I always encourage people. It's okay to step out of your comfort zone. It's okay to step out of that 9-to-5 box every single day. I will tell you, I am that person. I am that person that stays in my box sometimes. There are times that I struggle where I don't want to be out. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to do this. But at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? Sometimes maybe people are looking for you. And I will quickly share one quick testimony that's not mine, but it's somebody that's on here on TikTok. I won't say their name. But they live in another place, and they lost their child. And the fact that they said to me, I really appreciate you being there and being a platform for me to have fun and talk to. And they are also on other people's platforms. But the fact that they lost something that they thought was going to be theirs forever, right? Helped me to understand that, wow, I did touch a life. And you never know, because it only takes one chance and one opportunity. I said to all my patients, it only takes one time to make a difference. And if that one time meant you shopped and you interviewed that person, that is okay. That's all you need.
Yes. Goosebumps, because yes. Like, love that so much. This is Nugget. That's Nugget's face up there. That's
is that the dog?
He's like, hello.
I want to show Milo. He's such a cutie. Come here, Papa. Want a treat?
I love dogs so much.
He's Go ahead with your questions. I'm sorry.
No, you're totally fine. Like, yes, please show all of the dogs. I'm here always to see the dogs. Like, that literally just makes me so happy.
He's funny because when I get home, his routine is to go for a walk. This is Milo, my 5-year-old Yorkie. He's like, why am I on the camera? Look at his eyes. Oh, little buff.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not gonna look. Hello.
Oh, stop showing your peepees. Yes. No, he's a cutie. He's a cutie.
He's so cute.
Thank you. He's a 5-year-old Yorkie. And we got him because one of our good friends, they had him at like 5-6 weeks, and he was always caged and they just couldn't keep him there. So we were thinking about getting a dog. So we got the girls a dog, and now me and my husband, mostly my husband, take care of him. Right, Papa?
I love that. I love that so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so I really only have just like it's kind of just more of like a fun question, but like I just wanted to know, like, what's one of your just like favorite things to do, like in your spare time?
Okay. So no crafts. I'm not gonna say about anything I already mentioned. And then my spare time, what I like to do. It sounds crazy. I wouldn't know, but I do know. What do I like to do in my spare time? Shoot, I wish I could say sleep, but I don't sleep. I don't know what that is. I used to. Well, no, my spare time. I do like.
What makes your so go ahead.
Go ahead with that question. Go ahead. It makes it easier for me.
Okay, what makes your soul happy?
Oh. Well, the fact that I am a believer and I love God, I think that makes me happy. Hearing worship music is another thing that kind of fills my soul, because music is my church. That's another thing I enjoy, music. Like, one of the things that I will tell you, not just about church or God, is that music is my life. Like, I cannot live without music. If you're putting me on an island and you're going to give me something that I could have forever, one of them has to be music. If there's no music, I don't know how I would live. So that's one thing I really enjoy. Honestly, I have a playlist at home and my family hates it because it's always shuffle or skip, and I have literally eclectic music in my playlist, so over 1,000 songs. So I would say music for sure.
Wow, that is so cool. I love that. Seriously though, music is life. So I love that so much. Okay, so just a follow up, who's like your favorite artist then, like right now?
Oh, not right now. No, I don't have a favorite artist now. My favorite all-time artist, who I'd say is my husband, is Prince. He's my favorite artist. Michael Jackson's up there as well. My favorite group is Queen, and I love Freddie Mercury. My husband says I like the weirdest and ugliest people, but that's okay. I still think that I just love. I love Prince. Prince is amazing.
Yes.
He is amazing. He's an amazing artist, very talented. Talented gone too soon.
Okay.
A talent gone too soon, but yeah, those are my favorite. I don't have any favorite artists now, I'll be very honest with you. I'm very particular about, oh, you know what? My husband did say Bruno Mars. I love Bruno Mars. I love Lady Gaga. I really do. Thank you for the money.
No, it's mine.
But yeah.
I love that. I love that so much. Okay, yes. Is there anything else that you want to tell us today, or anything that you want to leave us with?
My motto, and everyone in my family knows this, that live each day as if it was your last. You never know. So again, right, Shyla? That's my motto. Live each day as if it was your last. Do I always live each day as if it was my last? No, but I always remember that, you know what, I'm here another day. I'm blessed to be alive. And know that if you are alone, and again, I'm gonna plug this in, if you are alone and you're feeling like you need support, you need to reach out to someone. Don't ever feel like you're by yourself in your journey, because you're not. There is always going to be and will always forever be someone who understands you, who has been what you've gone through, and will be there to support you. So that's pretty much what I would say, for sure.
Thank you so much. Seriously, Jess, it's been such an honor. Like, literally, thank you so much for this. And I really hope, like, I just want to share all of this. Like, I just want to put it on every platform so that everyone can just hear what you have to say, because I feel like, wow, that was so amazing. And I just want to thank you again for taking time out of your day. I also know this is when you do your thing. So just thank you for taking time to get on here and, like,
I appreciate
answer these questions and be vulnerable. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you for the interview. I appreciate you too. I love your affirmations, and thank you for having me on here so I don't have to take a shower sooner, and I'm gonna go after her. So it's okay.
Love that. I love that. Yes. Saving people one shower at a time. Saving people from the showers. Oh, I love that. Okay.
Thank you for your support too, Natalie. I appreciate you. And again, if people are going to ask a question about what this is, I'll just guide them. I think in my little post about me going live, I mentioned you, and I think I said your name right. Natalie Fails Word. Wait.
Yes, you did.
Forward.
Yep. It is fails. Yep.
Natalie Fails Forward. Okay.
Yep.
Mindset work and affirmations, helping you tell your story. So friends, this is also Natalie. Oh, my only two friends on here. That's okay. If you guys want to talk more about her and hear more about her, she has a lot of words that she likes to share with people. Again, she also does a lot of fun things. So I would plug that in too for you.
Yes, I appreciate you. Yes. And you guys, I will make sure that I drop that. I'm probably going to post a couple of clips from this. And then I'll make sure that all her information is tagged as well, so that you easy access.
I appreciate you. Natalie, thank you. You deserve it, girl. You take it easy, and I appreciate you.
Yes, thank you. You have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
I think we just did.